We get into the final series of the day here in the lower bracket, and it's going to be 5 men versus OG battling it out for elimination. And yeah, I don't know. I think this is what we've seen so far though from OG's lanes, especially with Sax. Oh, that's going to be a kill onto Pylai. Meanwhile, Luna down to the bottom lane getting run down. It's going to be the both of them killed off. That level 3 on Seb, the level 2 on Clockwork.
Oh, here we go. Mid lane. Earth Spirit TPing in.
Yeah, Notel could be in some trouble. This roll does connect. The damage is in. The right click to shield. Is it going to be enough for Notel? It is not. He's going to get beaten on down by Chessie. And Ace has actually turned up to his top lane. Is pushing down that tower. He really wants to
middle Tiny getting clogged up.
Where's the follow-up? Seb's turning up to this one. Misery throws a stone across, but Chessie just getting run down by Seb and by the Clockwork here. Can they finish the job, though? They need a little bit more. The roll is not going to connect onto... Oh, they can't quite get in. Saxa trying to finish it off, but I don't think this one's going to happen. Looks like Chessie's going to get himself away. Saxa's still trying to chase as best he can. They actually get off the cogs onto him as the Avatos comes in from Chessie. Chessie gets a kill. Seb can't find his way into the cogs to finish off the Tiny. And now he comes back into his teammate, but Sox is there. Surely through the flames they can get the kill. He will go down, but now Misery is actually finding himself surrounded by OG heroes. I don't even know how they all got here, but suddenly they turn up and they just straight up murder the guys. So Misery's going to drop. And they want to put some pressure on this tower now. Let's see, Seb running into Jibe. Jibe's going to be the next target on the list right now. I mean, wow, there's just a lot of damage coming out from that team currently. Meanwhile, Ace turning up this fight. Maybe they can make something happen here. Maybe Misery's rolling in the back lines. Ace, he's got a decent amount of damage rolling through the Moonglaive, so it looks like Sox is going to lose his life along with Seb. Notel all by himself doesn't have the borrowed time. He's going to die as well. 3 heroes finally caught out for overextending and finished off by the side of 5 men. That was just not respecting the respawn times, I think.
Oh, definitely. Both teams are going to protect this till the bitter end. And Paladai does have his chaotic offering available. Oh, Chessie goes in with the blink.
Yeah, there it is. The avalanche, the toss. A little bit disconnected there, so I don't think he got the bonus damage from the toss. And, well, Mid1 coming down on the low ground, drops the chrono, but just as he gets decrepified and sits there staring at Jibe for the entire duration. Meanwhile, Hookshot comes in the backline. Eclipse comes down as well. It's all hell breaks into trying to drop down the Kedic offering, but he can't do so. He's dead. Buyback from Paladai really wants to drop this golem here. They're going to be able to kill off Saxa on the side. Meanwhile, Notel, he just runs himself out. They know what this buyback was about, and they just want to get themselves out. And that's exactly what they do, or will they? As Chessie comes back in, the toss back onto Notel. He does have the borrowed time in 1 second. Can he get it up in time? Oh my god, he gets it. He just about bloody gets it. Notel survives for now, but the tower might be the target here as they're actually going in behind the tower, because that's how you take it. The Avatos onto Mid1. Mid1 can't get the time walk off in time. He's gone. Now Mid1, well, they're going towards Misery. Misery's actually going to go into a tower and a miscall. Meanwhile, Sox being bounced around with these glaives. They're using the golem to tank the tower, so they can do whatever they want. But now Seb TP's back in. They're not done with this. Seb's sitting behind Pylai. Look how slow they are by the upheaval, though. But that now runs out, and Pylai's time on this earth is rapidly coming to an end. He's going to go join that golem of his in hell as they get that kill. 55 seconds now dead for Pylai after that dieback.
He wants to be removing those decrepifies, the Warlock's Fatal Bonds. This Warlock isn't even skilling Fatal Bonds. He just went for the level up on Upheaval and his Shadow Ward instead. Oh, big engagement.
Fast forward, and now they jump forward. Misery, well, he's rolling off to the back lines here. Should be okay for the time being. They're looking for Chessie. They're looking for the big target. They still have this Chrono Spear. Do drop it down, but just as he gets decrepified, so he's going to sit there and stare at Chessie. Now he comes out of it. The real damage starts to come in. Zibe trying to keep him alive with the life drain, healing up Chessie, and this time he's successful in doing so. But meanwhile, on the backside of the fight, they've lost the Saxa. But Chessie comes in onto Sox. Sox goes down. They'll look to go for more here, maybe. Maybe not, actually. OG have already lost 2. It's a bit of a trap.
Notel has going
for next. Yeah, he's got a load of sword BOTs. Normal stuff. And Sax is going to come in onto Jibe here. Mansory is going to make the roll and the 4-staff away to Jibe. He's keeping him out of danger, and Sax is actually the one losing his life here. Chessie will take him down with his double damage rune. He's nothing to be messed with. Notel though, he's sticking around, and Seb's going to join this party. Mid1's joining him as well. They're looking for the target. Meanwhile, the Chaotic Offering comes on down here, but it's not going to save Misery's life. He's still going to die to Mid1, and Mid1 moving across towards the Tiny here instead. Chessie in the trees just getting annihilated by Notel and Mid1. They get another hero brought on down here. The Chaotic Offering doesn't do a single thing. And meanwhile, Ace continues to farm, desperately looking for the big... Wait.
Yeah, some gymnastics going on there on the side of 5 men.
Most certainly. Most certainly.
Oh, Chessie
getting jumped on maybe, although he's got the Decrepify out onto him. Meanwhile, Seb around the side. I mean, they do actually have the high ground here on 5 minutes. They've got a great entry to this fight as they wrap around the back. Ace just dropping the Eclipse and jumping in there, using the Hurricane Pike aggressively as they're going to follow up with the Chaotic Offering as well. Mid one just going to have to time walk off a bit of the damage. Now damage starts to come through onto Ace. Ace, Ice Path still in the middle of everybody. He needs to be saved, and there's a life drain coming through the Pugner. Is it going to be enough? No, Mid one gets on top of him and brings him the hell down. And now they look in towards more heroes. Saxa going to look out on top of Misery and get that kill. Jive trying to get a bit of damage off onto Mid one, but Mid one is just being souped up so much by his team that he's feeling absolutely immortal right now. A jump forward again, but the Grabfly comes out from Jive just in time. Not quite enough just yet to let them stop hitting this barracks, and Mid one once again getting on top of Jive. Jive, the hook shot comes through, and Saxa secures the kill. They do have that chrono. Indeed, it jumps onto Luna. Luna just comes back to life. They have the Decrepify, so Ace is going to stay in the game a little bit longer, and now it might be OG trying to get themselves away. They have the Luna buyback. That is what they came for. Let's see if they can get themselves out. Chessie coming in from behind. He's got that tree volley as well, ready to go if he sees an opportunity. He's going to do it onto Sox to try and get that kill. It's successful in doing so. Now the face is Void. He's going to be the target. The net comes down along with the life train as well, but he's going to time walk away back towards his teammate, but Chessie is ready and waiting with the top to get on top of him. Meanwhile, Ace just throwing in some spells. The vacuum comes out from 7 of the backline. They are looking towards Mid one on another time walk, though. They just don't have the lockdown. They don't have the sustain to finish off the faceless Void. He's got another time walk to get down to the low ground. Can they keep him locked down long enough? Yes, they can. And No-Tail's here as well with the Lotus Orb, with the shield used. Jibe's buyback was used, and all they get is Sox.
Oh, Jibe, you can't die here, buddy.
No.
You have no buyback.
Oh, nice. Sweet little Jibe. They will get it down eventually. OG, are they going to notice, though? Doesn't look like it.
Where's the Rockets at? Where are the Rockets at, Saxa? He doesn't know. They really don't know.
They've got no idea. They've got no idea.
Oh, they got a repair kit. This is going to slow it down just a little tiny bit. The bottom racks is still exposed. Are going to be exposed soon.
That's a trade they'll probably take. Now the Tiny's TPing himself back. Luna, she just wants to pop this Manta to get this top lane pushed out before she TPs, but no, she's actually realizing the fight's breaking out already, and Pylite Dive's already dead. He does have a buyback with the Golem available, but meanwhile, Tiny, he is actually having a bit of a kerfuffle with the Void. He's going to toss him over to Luna. Luna's like, what the hell? I don't want that. He gets brought down by the two of them. They need to kill off this Lunar Illusion, I think, but they're just kind of letting OG do what they want at this point. All right. Let's see if they've got another fight left in them, 5 men, but all this time, look at this Lunar Illusion just doing so much damage to their barracks. Ace finally realizes that we need to bring this guy down, and meanwhile the tree volley landing onto 3, and with the Chaotic Offering as well, they're able to take down 1. Sox has lost his life, but Ace is in some trouble. He has got that Aegis, remember, with 4 staff away. It's going to keep alive a little bit longer. Chessie, he could be in some trouble, has to pop the cheese. Meanwhile, Sax is on top of him. Cheese isn't going to do him much. He's still going to lose that, and 3-man chrono from Mid one as well, and the quote the breaking the Lunar as well. Ace, she's in trouble. He does manage to get off the Glimmer Cape just before he dies. Misery with the kick away with the roll up, but no interrupted by Saxa, and now Misery into the hands of No-Tail. No-Tail can he finish the job? Meanwhile, Mid one actually finds a Luna. Both the Misery and the Luna's Aegis will fall, and with just a Luna and a Warlock, it's not going to happen for 5 men in this game, number 1, I don't think, as Ace is getting cooked up good and proper, and the GGs are dropped. It's going to be game number 1, going to OG. I mean, it wasn't clean, it was messy, but that's how they do it. It was clean by their standards as they take down 5 men. And unfortunately, the 5 men really struggled to get it together in game number 1 and did end up getting outpaced. On top, Sox playing around with Misery here, taking a bit of damage though. Jibe does have the blood right. I could use it on Sox here, but I'm not sure if we get him. He's holding back. Doesn't want to waste it. Wants to save it to secure creeps instead. It's always what you want to do when you're playing Bloodseeker in lane. Just use the blood right on the creeps and also use it to harass the jug. But meanwhile, down in the bottom lane, they actually bring down Pylite Die.
Oh, wow.
Have to wonder. Talking about Oracle, there's a spear coming in from behind from Saxa. Got Dubuque as well. Seb's on top. The right click's coming through thick and fast, and down goes Pylite Die once again. It's a bit of a feed fest in the bottom lane.
Jibe top as well.
Saxa already looking for him. Spear does connect, but yeah, Jibe dead in the top lane. Meanwhile, I will be dropping Cuddle in response, but Ace is in trouble at bottom. Seb and Saxa trying to do the damage. She's turning around though with the multi-shot. Saxa taking some heavy hits, and now Chessie comes in trying to finish off Saxa, is successful in doing exactly that. Eidolon still peppering away at the Drow. Seb just going for the TP way. Doesn't want anything to do with Chessie. Meanwhile, Misery dies in the top lane to Mid one.
Its days are numbered, so just trying to slow it down.
Oh, look at the scouting, but Sox just ripped his own way through the trees onto Misery now, and that reveals him. And the spear actually finished them off nicely done from Saxa. Meanwhile, Ace joins this engagement. I'm not too sure about this. Let's see how it works out for them as the Ice Path comes through. They've got the arena as well onto Ace, and Mid one joining in this one as well. He's got the Omni Slash to bring down the Drow, and there is nothing she can do
Yeah, I think it's a good decision. This game's gonna go pretty long, so might as well get your items. No tail, rupture.
Meanwhile, yeah, he's ruptured up here, just trying to waddle himself away from the Drow, but look at the multi-shot, that's doing a lot of work,
wow,
and now, well, Chessie takes down Sax, no tail gonna lose his life as well. 2 quick kills, the roll away was not the play, not him himself. And he's interested here, he's got an Omni Slash, but with Pylai Die in the neighborhood, seems like a bit of a risky one. Pylai Die just gonna throw that ulti down nice and early onto the Drow, make sure she's nice and safe. She's going to turn around with a 3-man silence. Misery turning up to this one. Jibby coming in from behind as well. Chessie just going straight into this one. This is going to be a big fight right now. And look at Saxon just absolutely melted on the front lines. Notel going for the roll, but unfortunately, Sep turns up, has a black hole, but just gets Yules. Doesn't want to use it right now. And now, well, the stun comes down onto the Void Spirit. Sep just moving up to the high ground, but it looks like it's going to be Notel who's finished off, although he gets a kick onto Chessie before he dies, but Daimon certainly shall. Now, I have to say, the Mars, we haven't really seen the mid-game impact from him just yet. Had a really good laning phase, but has kind of struggled since. Now the arena comes down, holding back the Oracle. This is the game of the game right now, but meanwhile, look at these heroes just getting melted to the front line. Sox and Notel lose their lives instantly. The Omni Slash coming through onto Pylai Die, pops the ultimate onto himself, meaning, well, it might kill him eventually. Meanwhile, Ace, he's on the high ground. Notel respawns, TPs into the outpost and gets on top of the Drow Ranger. Drow Ranger is going to drop. That's a big kill. And they're looking across to Chessie as well. Chessie still has a ton of spells at his disposal, though, so I don't think they're going to be able to bring him down. And they still want to take control of this Roche Pit. Meanwhile, here comes the Yules, in comes a Remnant. Nice combination from 5 men. Is it enough to bring down Notel, though it is the spear?
Oh, the Black
Misery just about catches him. Beautifully done. Meanwhile, in comes Jibbe. Mid one trying to spin him down here, but the magic immunity from Pylai Die from the high ground is stopping Jibbe from taking any damage from this. Chessie pretty low, but they're still trying to play around this. 5 men going for a crazy fight here. They could have backed out, but they keep it on going. Trying to see if they can get an opportunity onto mid one here. The Purge is going to catch him at the high ground. Chessie still trying to chase. Look at the vision with the blood right. Up onto the high ground, they chop through the dragon, but Chessie is taking a step too far, or has he? The Dissimulate comes down to the low ground. He's going to get healed up. It's a lot of time wasted. You know, the Juggernaut was pretty much fighting the entire time as well. You can't even say it was off hitting creeps. Well, there's nothing really being made from that. Meanwhile, Enigma is being controlled up right now. Oh my god, look at the damage coming out with the bat. Just too much. They're just slamming their faces into them at this point. Arena comes down, not really doing anything of value. I still think the arena is just supposed to be the Drow counter in a way to stop her getting off of damage in these team fights, but that might not be the case as they drop down the arena, trying to get down Jibbe here. Bloodseeker's going to be the target. Meanwhile, just trying to cut through him. Meanwhile, Sox is already dead in the backlines to Chessie, and they've just done nothing to Jibbe at this point. Mid one has completely failed to do anything. Meanwhile, on the sidelines, Void Spirit being targeted down. Chessie has to get himself away, use the Dissimulate to get himself back from this team fight. OG all as ready as 5 men as the ultimate gets dropped from Pylai Die onto himself. The false promise used defensively, and meanwhile, Drow, he's getting kicked away by Notel. Actually, as a front here, there comes a black hole, just about catches Jibbe, and finally, maybe one more right click will be needed. The stolen black hole onto Mars instead, and they get mid one with it as well. Misery does it big. He gets down to Yukiro still in the backlines here, and well, he's just going to take him down with 2 lonesome arrows and a beautiful remnant as well. Post forward from Chessie. Seb's going to go down as well. That's going to be 4 heroes down on the side of OG. Do indeed have that ward on the high ground, but they don't care on the side of 5 men. They don't care in the slightest as they look forward onto Enigma. Now he's going to be the target. Silence comes through as well. There's no spells going to be used from Enigma. He's got himself a 1. That's going to be just about it. Well, Ace, he just continues to be in this amazing position, but the Ice Path onto 3. Is that going to be enough? They kick Ace down onto the low ground. Sep has been finished off. However, another arena comes down and another 0 heroes caught inside of it. And meanwhile, it's Notel on the side, just being bullied by these 2 supports. And where's the Drow? There she is from the secret shop. Takes down Notel with a couple of arrows. Jibbe, he's in deep, but that's because Chessie's along with him. They've got the Chikira under the tower. Misery, meanwhile, dying to mid one of the backlines, but that's going to be the only casualty on the side of 5 men, I believe. The Sax gets finished off as well. It looks like Sox is going to be heading into the grave just about as quickly. The only survivor of this fight is going to be the Jug. Healing ward out. Mid one just kind of chilling on the front lines, and they make the jump onto Seb. Seb, of course, being actually used up as the arena comes down. Maybe they can go for the black hole onto the Void Spirit here. But no, the Ice Path stolen once again and used immediately to hold back the side of OG. Meanwhile, Notel's in very deep once more. That Blade Mail not doing him much good as he gets finished off, and mid one's also in the similar situation, going for the TP spin out in the front of everybody because he's been ruptured up, but now the team's left for dead. Chessie jumps in, gets a silence onto 2. Sax is going to get himself ripped down. Yules comes out, but they will take take down the dragon, and now goes Saxer as well. 2 heroes taken to the grave along with Notel, makes it 3. 5 men aren't even struggling. They're not breaking a sweat when they murder these OG heroes. It's kind of sad. And now they're looking towards the Enigma, and he's going to get ice popped up as well. Comboed on down. Jesse going godlike with a double kill, and they're looking towards mid one as well. Mid one will most surely be losing his life, and this is probably going to be game. There it goes. The GG's come out. Game number 2. It goes to 5 men, and we will be going to a 3rd game as we get into the 3rd game in this best of 3 series.
They're just trying to trade farm. Jibe knows it's a very scary lane if he gets too close to the Monkey King and he gets a lot of stacks on him. The Clockwork might commit. Oh, no tail. He's gonna get the rune.
Oh, there's the first blood coming. Jesus, look at the damage coming out.
Yeah, he got like 300 experience for killing that Void as well. Get the first blood, plenty of gold. It's gonna be such a big
the rune wasn't
now.
even top. Meanwhile, that's gonna be a kid death for Sox up in the top lane.
So his rotation was a fail, and mid one instantly TP's bottom. He does not want to lane into 4 heroes here, and they're gonna go on to Paladai once again.
There is.
They really want to commit to this tower, especially with Paladai's level 3 shield.
Yep, happy to tank it up. Meanwhile, Rupture actually getting used on to Seb here, meaning that he can't really get in and drop an RP. Paladai, though, he's going to get it cleaned up by Saxer. They are going to get the return kill onto the Clockwork, it looks like. Meanwhile, Chessie trying to run himself out. Seb jumping in. He's got the RP, lands it onto 2. The follow-up damage, however, is just not there. Saxer does land an LSA, but only landing onto the Rubik. It's Notel TPs himself into this one. Zyori just trying to run himself out of this fight and should be successful in doing so. And it looks like that's going to be it. Although I say that, mid one jumping forwards onto Jibe. Zyori does get brought down by Notel. He has got the nukes, and now mid one trying to run down the Bloodseeker. Needs a few more right clicks, dodges out the blood, right clicks are in, and the Bloodseeker is down as well.
Their ability to play the late game.
In they go on to Paladai. Now this time he does have the borrowed time, however, I don't think he's going to be surviving this one regardless. So they're actually going for the hook shot onto Misery, and the backline's a great catch from Sox here. Let's see if the team can follow up. I think they're here, and they will bring him down. Notel with the nukes, drops down 2, gets himself a double kill, and now the middle lane tower belongs to OG.
Finding that extra +1 there, and now they're just going to make their way to the next heroes. Here we go, the OG gameplay kicking in. They're gonna keep on running back and forth between these 2 jungles.
Yep, and now they land with the bound strike. He makes a remnant across.
Oh,
they catch him straight onto him with a skewer like a magnet. And now they find him with a Fortune's End. Get on top of him. Goodbye, Chessie. Wowzers. That is some high-tempo gameplay. You know,
Ace now. He's
oh
next.
No, not another
There's a
one.
hook shot.
Surely not another one.
missed the
Sox
hook,
a little bit off the mark, but he's still going to be able to land the cogs regardless. In they go, trapping him inside. What can he do? Trying to get himself out of this one. Ace, the Jingu strikes are adding up. Highlight guy here to help him out. He's actually going to drop the ultimate and turn around to Sox. Sox the one who dies. Then one could he be in some trouble as well. He's going to get ruptured up. He has to stand his ground. He's got no choice, but Ace on top of him. And now Seb comes in, skewers them away from his carry. Says, get off mid one. He's mine, but it's looking like it's going to be mid one dying all the same. And he does get finished off by an LSA from mid 3. Meanwhile, the Saxer down the river. Ace is still hungry for it. I mean, he's got his team behind him. Misery, be able to be careful. Wasn't careful enough. He gets killed off. And Ace actually has a trouble. He doesn't have an ultimate. He's just going to get killed off by Notel. They do not respect the Oracle. The Bloodstones play into it, which, to be fair, is a pretty good answer.
Oh, there's a smoke. They're going to run into the wards of...
Look at this. Just diving into them immediately. Strike onto 2. In comes the ultimate. The Wukong's command coming on down, splitting up the fight. Highlight just got to walk through it as if Rupture actually throws Ice back into it with the skewer. Ace in the middle of everything, just popping down the ultimate, chopping away at the Monkey King, but it doesn't make a difference. Ace and Paladai both fall. They lose nobody on the side of OG as mid one gets on top of Misery, and that's going to make it a double kill. 3 heroes, no dead on the side of 5 men, and they just about catch him out with the tip of the bound to strike. They're going to keep on going here. Mid one, he's got himself that jump up to the trees. Tree dancing his way across. Jibe running, desperately running away. Go, my child, but his speed is running out, and with it, his life maybe going with it. Can they finish the job? Oh, he gets away. Will they find it? I mean, they're just more than happy to keep on plowing their heads into this area of the map. And the hook shot, oh no, that is perfect. Both the cores caught out inside of it to simply get Jesse out, but Ace is stuck inside. However, he's doing a good amount of damage to Sock, but nice RP from Magnus, lands onto 3 in the back. Mid one trying to follow up with the Wukong's command as Jesse dies in the back lines. Meanwhile, the Eels comes down onto mid one, holding him back for a little bit longer, but they're still going to be able to take down Seb. Now into the front, they'll take out Ace regardless. There's no saving that Troll Warlord. 5 men start to limp back into their base. Dragging their feet, it feels, as they look to defend this one. Remnant's going to connect. Silence is out as well, but a hookshot comes forwards. This might be the start they're looking for, as Chessie's going to get targeted, but Sock's just trying to back himself away. Meanwhile, the Blood Ride's actually going to connect onto 2. Not bad. However, it's not really resulting in anything either. There's still Ace up in the top lane, though. That Troll Warlord looking to put some pressure on a tier 3 by himself, so they need to go deep. But the Yule's actually going to cancel out the skewer, saving Misery's life. And now Misery going to steal that skewer for himself. Not quite sure what he can do with that one. Maybe get some heroes in the fountain at this point. But the barracks are falling. Monkey King, he knows exactly what he needs to do, and that is to focus on these barracks. Meanwhile, lift up onto Lena, but they're just coming in on this one. This is going to be Misery. Gets caught out. He's going to be the first death. The RP onto 3 again. Skewering 2 of them back through the Wukong's command. Where did they go? Chessie and Jibby just eliminated from existence. The buybacks are coming through.
Top
thick and fast. Mid one already TPing back.
They cancel the TP. They're going to get the top racks here.
Mid one is actually having to stay as Ace chops through a single lane of barracks all by himself. Now there are tier 2s up, so we won't be able to get any more than this, but 5 men might not be that disappointed about this trade so far. However, can they get back and defend? The Troll Warlord has returned to the fight. He has a Bastion now as well. Sox waiting on the sidelines, now goes in onto the Bloodseeker. 2-man Cogs coming out, catches out the Bloodseeker inside of them, but he's getting taken down pretty quickly here on Sox. But Jimmy's got to go down as well. Mid one does so much damage. Meanwhile, the lift up onto the Magnus going to stop him getting off that skewer once again. Now the ultimate gets chopped from Troll just in time. However, he's stuck on a target who's been false promise, so he's just wasting his time. Finally gets out of it, and he's dead. Mid one chops him up. No buyback on this Troll Warlord. Mid one is just doing it all by himself, and he's gonna get the rampage. Mid one does it. Oh, and so deserved. There is nothing left in the tank for them, and now it will be forced out of their cold, dead lips. Those 2 letters. GG. Well played, and good luck, says Chessie. Game number 3 goes to OG. They'll make it through the lower bracket,